Welcome back to FELSBRUNN on Farming Simulator 19 for episode 6 with me, MrSealyp. It's 12 minutes past 6 in the morning. Let's see if we can't make a bit of money today. The vet's been out and apparently the sheep have been fixed. That's what vets do, isn't it? Fix things, fix sheep, animals. Anyway, they've been fixed. We don't have a fourth pallet yet. This one though has filled up more. So, fingers crossed, this shouldn't be an issue anymore. Feed, no mess on the floor, that's good. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. After yesterday's potato debacle, our soybeans are growing very, very nicely and we are fertilised at 100% across the entire field. I did that off screen last night, as I said I was going to do. What I'm going to do now is get on the old laptop of my bob, or tablet, or whatever, whatever technology you feel like using, and I'm going to buy a bit of land. I'm going to increase the loan, and I'm going to buy field 15. We've got field 27 and field 15 have both got canola or oilseed rape in. I'm going to do those. They're both ready to harvest if we have a look on growth. But here's the difference. If I go onto soil composition, field 15 has got full fertiliser state on, field 27 has got nothing. So I'm probably going to get a higher yield off 15, although it's a smaller plot of land, than I will off 27. It's a gamble, but you never know. What's field 30 looking like? Oh no, nothing in it at all. Just trying to find ones that are a fair enough size. No, it'll be more profitable going for that. So, first things first then. Actually, what I could probably do with knowing is what that's going to actually cost me. So, what will that cost that parcel of land? That's 22. I wish it was 22,000. 225,000. So we need to increase the loan to incorporate that, which we can do. So let's go across to finances and let's borrow. I'll go a little bit higher, as I often do, just to give myself a bit of leeway. Just in case. Sundry costs, you never know what might come up. I keep doing that. I keep coming out of the menu. And I don't know why I keep doing that. Just habit, I guess. So, let's buy that plot of land. And let's get some equipment rolling. I haven't tried any landscaping, terraforming, terrain building on this map yet. That was the other thing I need to check. I'll do that when I come back to. I'm going to have to come back and get the trailers. I'll get this harvester going. Doesn't see too much traffic about, I assume because it's early. Not sure. Where do I even get there? Let's get the sat nav up. I think I can go straight on. That was a bit windy, but I guess, yeah. Up past field 17. That should take me down to the main road, I think. Then bung a left. Pretty sure that's how I get there. An incredibly quiet cab. if you're a farmer out there and you do use a harvester at any point, depends what kind of farming you do, of course, how do you transport your harvester around? I've seen various different things around the UK. I've seen them driving on the road with an escort, with a van up front or a vehicle in front and behind with hazards on and flashing beacons, and the harvester going on the road with a tractor then pulling the header separately. I've seen them on low loaders. I've seen all different. How do you transport yours? Just out of curiosity. That's if there are any farmers watching. I know normally there are. I get a few, and I always find it amazing. I had a guy message me the other day. Oh, who was it? I apologise if it was you. To say they've been out in the field all day harvesting something. Was it harvesting, or it might have been? And then said, I've come home and I'm now doing whichever crop he was doing in the game, and he finds the game a lot more relaxing, which is fair enough. I suppose you would, wouldn't you? Now chuck a left. And it should be just on the right here. Open up the head, or the head. And away we go. Right, okay. I don't know what the yield's going to be like. It's not a huge field, but we'll make a bit of money on it. I know the jury's still out on the whole field flipping thing, and I don't know whether I am going to flip it. I don't know whether to just leave the loan extended and just pay the interest on it and just take this on board as an extension now. We've bit the bullet. Until our soybean harvest is ready on field 19 and 20, we'll make a bit of money on that. We can just not flip this field, but keep this field as our own now, and then replant with something else in it for ourselves. I think I might do that. Try to expand the farm a little bit. That's the plan. Well, yeah, I think we might do that. 225,000 is not a horrendous amount of money for a plot of land. So one strip, remembering that it's quite a narrow header. 697, it's not quite 1,000 litres for one strip. It's quite a wide field. We should do alright. We should be okay. Don't really want to hire workers if at all possible, because that's going to cost me money, but to be fair, I'll make that back, won't I? I've never been particularly good at harvesting in cab, only because I always miss off bits on the edge, and if I go too far over so I catch it all, I end up then not being efficient on my harvesting. But you know, let's have a look outside and see how efficient or inefficient I'm being at the moment. Oh, actually, there you are. That's not too bad. I've done worse, that's for certain. OSR is paying pretty well at the moment. Now this is new farmer mode, and it's on, I think, easy economy, isn't it? Or new farmer mode automatically. I haven't fiddled with that, so the prices are pretty good. So we get on. Now I had a very weird thing happen the other day on my it wasn't my test map. It was on Ravenport, and I thought I would do an episode where I did a bit of logging using the Komatsu or something like that. As it turned out, it was an absolute disaster, so I didn't record in the end. But I tried to use my chainsaw, which I owned, and it wouldn't let me open the chainsaw up. I couldn't get the chainsaw to come up. And then I thought, I'm an idiot, I haven't bought one. Went into the menu, definitely had one. but it just wouldn't let me use it, which was really peculiar. I then came on to FELSBRUNN, and I was talking to my daughter about it, and Chainsaw worked perfectly. So, baffled? Yes, just a bit. I have had quite a few comments left recently of various different people saying they're knocking FS19 on the head, going back to 17, and they're going to wait a little while. There's also been a few discussions. There was a forum post posted the other day regarding console gamers spamming modders and hassling them, and basically spreading some hate. And I mean, it's not just console gamers that do it. I get it. There are PC gamers that spam modders too, but I think the thread was specifically about comments that had been made because console gamers were asking if certain mods were coming to console because they were out on PC. I think that was kind of the general gist of the thread. However, I'd been kind of dragged into the whole debate because in the initial thread my name was thrown in there as the fact I'd had a rant on my Facebook page. Just to clear that up, I had a rant about entitlement and people inflaming and making discussions and forums and debates worse by the comments they're making. Nothing about modders. Nothing about modders. I have always made sure that I support modders in whatever way I can. Whenever I do mod reviews, I always say it how I see it. I always say what I'm presented with. If I'm critical, it's supposed to be constructive criticism. I'm never negative, I'm never rude, I never slate modders or their mods. I know modders. There are a few that message me quite regularly, including Alien Jim, who makes maps. I totally understand what goes into it. If anything, I've been constantly saying to people, you know, by all means, like, message Jim, go on his Facebook channel if you've got a question, but don't hassle the guys. Absolutely don't hassle the guys. They've got enough on their plates without grief and aggro. Mods will come, when they're ready, if they're ready. That's just the way it works. Sending people death threats and being abusive and rude and again, I've said it before, I'm sure I've mentioned it on other videos. Putting mods out there, I know Bullet Bill put a post underneath this thread about this. A lot of modders do it for the pleasure and love of modding. They like to fiddle around and play with stuff. They might want a mod for their particular farm, what they're doing that doesn't exist, and they think, no, I'm going to make one. Or improve on one that's out there, or whatever it might be. And there's a lot of love and attention and detail that goes into it. A lot of modders keep their mods to themselves. They might share them with a few friends. And then somebody says, put it out publicly, people would love this mod. Now, I know from experience, as does anyone else who YouTubes, and I would imagine plenty of modders out there who do mods. As soon as you go public, as soon as you put yourself out there are always going to be people that whatever you do are going to slate it. There are always going to be people that have a go about it, that always moan about it. That's just the nature of what happens. It is what it is. I'm not complaining about that, I'm not moaning about it, it just is what it is. So we're getting to a point now where a lot of modders are thinking, you know what, I don't want the grief, I don't want the aggro, I'm not going to put my mods out there. Plus you've then got the situation that converting a mod over to console is an incredibly hard process. Not necessarily the actual conversion of the mod itself, but getting it then onto Giants. They've got to get it past Sony and Microsoft. It's a difficult process, and like I say, a lot of modders do they want the extra grief and aggravation of doing that, just to then get slated by people having a go at them, saying how, you know, good, bad, or indifferent their mod may be. Also, modders are not out there for you guys, anybody, me, you know, whoever's watching, to go on and say, if I'd have done it, I would have done this, or I would have done that, or can you change it, can you add this, can you... No, the mod's the mod. What, you know, there may be a glitch, there may be an error, and glitches happen. That's, you know, the ghost in the machine, you know, errant coding bits that come together and cause issues. Compatibility issues between mods on a game or between mods on a map, they happen. It's just one of those things. you can't keep hassling people because the mod that's out isn't quite how you like it or quite how it just is what it is. You know, it's like someone giving you a gift. You don't then turn around and say, this is rubbish, I hate it. You shouldn't do. I suppose in this day and age people do, don't they? But, and this is not me having a rant. I'm just, you know, it's just something I think, please don't spam modders. Don't. From 15 to 17 we got mods on console, which is phenomenal. It's absolutely amazing. And if you look at my roundup video I did at the end of 17 moving on to 19, I think it was something like 500 and something odds mods we had and 56 maps I think we got on console, compared to 15 where we had 3 maps and no mods. The problem you've got is if this keeps happening, we're going to go backwards, and modders are going to start saying, I'm not bothering, I'm not going to bother making the mods, and if I do, I'm certainly not going to go to the hassle of putting them on console. So please, support them, thank them, by all means. Don't hassle them. If a modder puts a mod into Giants, don't keep hassling the modder saying, when's it coming out? They don't know at that point, it's gone. It's gone to Giants, they test it, their QA team will go through it. If there's any issues, it goes back to the modder, they'll make the adjustments and it will come back out again. They don't know when it's going to be released. I just, you know I seem to get in the middle of all of these debates and conversations and criticisms. I think I'm really full. Right, what I'm going to do is fill up now. I'm going to put the pipe out. It's because I'm talking. Nearly full grain tank, 80%. Right, I'm going to go and get the tractor and trailer and come back. By the time I come back this will be full, I would imagine. So bear with me a second. I just love listening to this start up. Sounds great. Lights. Yeah, so I just felt it's something that needs to be said. I'm not quite sure how I got dragged into the whole thing in the first place. Out of all the YouTubers out there, I don't know why my name got brought into it, but you know, just trying to clear my name. I think I'll take both of these. Now I can't remember which way around I hooked these up. I think it was this one first, wasn't it? What I'm going to do, I'm not too sure. DjGoHam did a video on this the other day, and I'm not sure. I'm just going to check something. Oh, I tried to do this bit here, it didn't work. Oh no, hang on, I've got a new train mod. Haha! Right, that'll be sorted. I'm going to sort that out. Of course I have. Have I lost my mind? Yeah, weird. I think it's to do with putting straw into the silo. There's a hack or a hack glitch, I'm not too sure. I think, oh man, was it accepting bales or something? I can't remember now. Because I looked and I thought, blimey, they've changed the silos. They take straw and stuff as well now. But they're not showing up as in the menu as being able to. And it's not showing as an option in there, so I'm not quite sure. Right, let's go. Yeah, I can clean that up now, can't I? Of course I can. Nice! Well, that'll be done at some point. That's me saying I haven't done any landscaping yet. I haven't, but I do need to do some. Cruise control on, beacon on. Let's get over there. Yeah, I'll decide what I'm going to do. It's an interesting one, I have to say, in that, sorry, my kind of, the moan about the modding thing's done, I'm done, you know. It's part and parcel of what I do. I talk, I chat about things that are happening, things that are relevant, things that have come up on forums and chats and comments from days previous and whatever it might be. What was I saying? Yeah. Oh, crikey. Yeah, the whole field flipping thing. I think it's not a problem, but I think The issue is that people want to make progress fairly quickly. And we do live in a world where people are a lot more impatient than they used to be. That's just a sign of the times. It just is what it is. They've always been impatient people, but and I think people have said this before, that want to come on and just play the game and they want to see a bit of progress, are looking for ways to make money quicker. And I've said it before, the realism players out there don't like that. I say they don't like it. You know, there are whole different styles of gameplay. Let's just put it that way. People will do it in different ways. And because there's no real kind of forest on these first two maps, it's hard to get going. Silage bales you can do, absolutely. Silage will still make money, although I have been told that since the update, silage doesn't pay out as much. I don't know why they've changed it. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, why they. Anyway, I don't know. But apparently it's not paying out as much. Haven't tested it myself, but apparently it's not. So the whole field flipping thing is now. Some people don't like it, and I did have a comment left from a very lovely guy that I've been talking to for a long time, who said I should get back to doing farming properly. And I get it. The field flipping thing, it wasn't part of FS17. It didn't exist. There was no such thing because you couldn't sell land back, and that was, I suppose, because the progression of the game is changed slightly. That opens it up to another option. You can do it differently now than you could before. Before, you bought a plot of land, you expanded your farm because you couldn't sell that land back. That was it. Now I've saved up, I've got a loan, I've done whatever. This is my land. I've got to do whatever. Now you can sell parcels of land back. It does open up that whole potential for flipping fields, which again I don't think everyone's happy with. But again, I don't know. I suppose that's just an evolution of the game now, isn't it? It's a new element to it that didn't exist before. And I guess in real life you wouldn't, would you? I know there are a lot of farmers. I say a lot of farmers. That's probably an over-exaggeration. There are farmers out there that rent fields from other farmers. Don't necessarily own the plots of land themselves, but if a farmer's got a field they're not using, other farmers may well rent them off them for a crop that year. I know that's a thing that does happen. It would be very unusual for a farmer to buy a field, use it for a season, sell the land on again. I don't think there are that many farmers that have got that much spare money that can keep doing that. But then the game's a different thing, isn't it? I don't know. It just is what it is. Right, I'm going to continue this. And let's see where we end up. I've done enough talking. Let's see what we end up with at the end, shall we? last strip, and let's see what we're going to make. I've made a decision while I've been doing this harvest. I'm keeping the field. I'm not going to flip it. I'm going to keep it. Let's expand the farm. I'm going to pay the loan interest as that comes in. But what I'm also going to do is every time I do a contract or I make money on a field or a harvest or whatever I do, I'm going to chip away at the loan to take a bit off. I mean, you should do that anyway, I guess. Unless I suddenly come into a massive amount of money somehow, or win the lottery or something. So yeah, we're going to keep it. It does need lime. Start these would be a great idea. I might even, just thinking, let's have a look at this plot. Go into that. We own to the side of it a little bit. Problem is going the other way. That end is what we own more land. This actually narrows out past the little farmhouse. There's actually not a lot of point in me extending it. I've just realised as well, I've just turned the engine off and left the lights on the harvester. It's great that you can leave them on now. It's fantastic. Actually turns out I didn't need both those trailers, did I? But I wasn't to know that. But without the engine on, you can't turn the lights off. I think I mentioned it in one of the previous videos. If I try and turn the lights off now... Oh no, left the engine on. Oh, that's alright. I thought I'd turn the engine off. If I turn the lights on now but turn the engine off, what is going on? Right. That's weird. Oh, it's because it's still showing crop in there again. Why does it keep doing this? Till I start another crop. Also, I thought this had been sorted out in all the update. It's still showing as canola OSR in the bottom, which means I now can't. I can put the pipe away. Lights off. But I can't close the harvester. It won't let me. Oh, hang on. Oh, maybe it will. That's weird. Okay, but it's still showing in there. Never mind. Ignore what I was just saying. And then when I start the next harvest of whatever it is, that will disappear and it will go on to the next crop, whatever it should be. But yeah, it should be showing us nothing on there now because there's nothing left in it. Right, that's that done. Let's go and sell this. Right, best price is at... What have we got? Canola OSR. It's climbing 2,208 at Port Southeast. That said, it's 2,430 at Port Northwest. I know where I'm going. Port Northwest it is. I could extend this field a little bit if I followed the edge of the path here. I wouldn't gain a huge amount, so I'm probably better off just leaving it as it is, I suppose. That's weird. Why have I not got the tip icon? Was odd. Why is it? That could be right. It keeps resetting itself. It's upside back every time. $35,000. That's not bad at all. Wow. Okay. So I just made 35,000 on that harvest off that field. So what I'm going to do, my loan stands at 170,000 at the moment, because I used up some of my capital obviously in the thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to repay 10,000. If I chip away every time I do that, do a contract, do a harvest, that kind of thing. So we're down to 54,000, and we've got a loan now, which we, you know, it's not the end of the world. Beacon's off. I'm going to head back to the farm, and I'm going to sort out that that bit of landscaping, that landscaping issue we have. Sort that out. Get the harvester back, and I'm thinking next episode. Think. Next episode, I think we need to lime that field, get another crop in it. Our soybeans growing. Maybe stick some sunflower in it. Oh no, I'm going to need a different seed of that, aren't I? At the moment, I haven't really got the money to, but I suppose I could do. Let's go left here, not in front of a cement lorry, of course. That would be. Oh, actually, it's not. You're supposed to go left here. That's not the best turning alternative, is it? I'll cut across there. Be fine, you'll be fine. I'm not as au fait with German road markings as I am with English, British ones, you know. Anyway, enough of that. I'll see you back at the farm in a minute, and let's get the texture situation sorted out. I'm finding that slightly difficult, only because even on a larger screen, my eyesight's terrible, and when it shows you the texture in the bottom right hand corner on the new landscaping mod, I can't tell the differences between them, because some of them are incredibly subtle differences, and I need to match up what's there. I do like these overhangs. They're brilliant. Right, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, landscaping. I think I finished off my Ravenport episode the other day with a little bit of landscaping, didn't I? Now what I've got to try and do is match this kind of gravelly surface, well, concrete, tarmac. Tarmac's normally a little bit darker, but it's got that kind of look to it, hasn't it? Unfortunately, I'm going to lose the... Oh, there's not a curbstone this side, is there? No, just the field. It might give me a slightly sharper edge, but we'll see how we get on. So, this is the menu I want. I want landscaping. Start landscaping. I definitely need to zoom in. I know I've done it again. What I need to do is put on my help window. Absolutely put on my help window. Right, now try again. Start landscaping. That's better. I want to change modification shape to square. Do I want that size? Maybe down a little bit. Oh no, that one's probably alright, isn't it? And actually going up that way is probably about right. Oh, well, that's weird. It's not letting me do... Oh, that's annoying. Maybe come down one then. Yeah, that's better. Cool, right, okay. So I need to then go on to change landscaping mode. I need to switch painting ground type. Huh. Which one is it? That's the one. Now, what's this going to cost me? Let's have a look, see where I can see the price. 54,471. So let's press that once. I want to make sure I overlap it twice. 3 times. 4 times. That's not too expensive. Oh, it looks so much better already, doesn't it? Nice. There we go. Done. Ha ha ha. Brilliant. Really pleased. That's just tidied that up a bit. Now now I can sleep soundly at night without waking up in a cold sweat. Still no fourth pallet. Brilliant. Which means these are filling up. Let's just close that menu. Let's go across our animals and have a look what we're looking at. Productivity 99%. We've got 162 litres in one of them and then a couple of little bits in the other one, so not a huge amount at the moment, but it is building. We're fine for grass and hay. Water's fine. Cleanliness is at 98%. That's probably going to be a bit, tiny bit there. We are going to need to find some more uses for the Manitou at the moment, because it just seems like an expensive toy. I need to justify it to my accountant. I'm going to need to get some more lime, because I've got a couple there but not many, and I think that might still have some fertiliser in it from when I did field 19 and 20. But okay, so we now own a new field. We've got field 15. We've harvested it, we made a bit of money. We have now got a bit of a loan, but we do own a new field. Once we make a little bit more money doing various different things, I'll reseed that. Once that's reseeded, our crop here should be growing a little bit more as well. I might take on another couple of contracts until that's done, and I can start rotating through my fields. Then maybe I might need to extend the loan again a little bit by a third field. Once I can start doing a bit of crop rotation, well, not rotation, but just rotating through the fields I own, and I start getting more regular money coming in, then I can start paying off the loan in bigger chunks. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. But we've come to the end of this episode. They fly by so fast, don't they? It's like your children growing up. It happens so quickly. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.